I'm your MC for the evening. I'm a local food writer and magazine editor, and I'm also one of the very proud co-founders of Dirty Pages, along with Jennifer Justice and Cindy Wall. And our exhibit is hanging over here. I hope you get to spend some time with it. I hope you get to meet some of the Dirty Page subjects who are in the audience tonight. I'm very honored to be here to celebrate the Phila Awards. Obviously, this follows a long day that was full of great discussions about issues, initiatives, and innovations that affect equality and inclusion in our food system and industry. Tonight, we're going to honor those people who are working hard to make those discussions a reality. But first, we have to thank some people. The supporters of this event, especially Edible Nashville, the Nashville Scene, Jive, a digital print factory, and Conjure Experiences. And also for tonight's food vendors, we've all been enjoying that. Cabana, Apiece, Carrabba's, the Inn at Holland Hill, which is run by Phila's grandson, Carter Ha, who is here tonight, and the Cupcake Collection. But to Phila. Phila was a legend. She was also an American chef, a restaurant owner, an innkeeper, a caterer, who authored 17 cookbooks. She has been called the Grande Dame of Southern cooking, and she counted as good friends Duncan Hines and Julie Childs. She has cooked for functions for the United Nations, for US mayors and governors, for military personnel and celebrities. She was one of the pastry chefs at the wedding of Princess Diana. She hosted the first televised cooking show in the southern US, which ran on WSM-TV in Nashville from 1950 to 1956. And that won her a Zenith Television Award. Simply put, she was a legend. She was a legend who believed in what food could do for the soul, but also what it could do for the community and how it could bring people together. This is the reason the Phila Awards are named after her, to honor her spirit and to honor how she and others use food for virtuous purposes. That's what these awards aim to do. So, with this in mind, let's give away some awards. I'm going to introduce those who will be presenting each of the awards. You want to come on up, Nancy? Our first presenter tonight is Nancy Viano. Nancy, among many other things, is the current president of La Dames d'Escoffier Nashville, and they were the proud recipient of this same award last year.
It's my pleasure to be able to present the Ruth Award, because last year Les Dames d'Escoffier was the first recipient of this wonderful award, and it was named after Phila's, well, she called it her partner in time. And as far as women working together, women empowering one another in the arena of food and good works, it certainly fits. And from our part, in our organization, we are really devoted to mentoring women in the fields of food, fine beverage, hospitality, and farming. And a lot of it is through career advancement grants. And so we were honored to receive that award. And in turn, it's really my pleasure to be able to give the award or present it to the cafe at Thistle Farms. And there was a time when I even worked behind the scenes at Magdalen House teaching classes, and it was really it's such an amazing social enterprise, and the cafe itself sort of embodies all of the mission, which is basically love heals. And to see women who are coming up through the program and working through the horrible torment that has been part of their lives of abuse and sex trafficking, and to be in a place of love and warmth and service is it's beyond empowering and a blessing for this community. So I would love to, I do have this award, I believe Mr. Hal Cato is coming up here.
Just quickly, it's always, I love the cafe at Thistle Farms. It is the front door to our mission. And last year, over the past 12 months, 77,000 people have come through that front door and become part of our circle of healing. We have 25 women currently employed with some of the most traumatic, rough backgrounds you can imagine, and yet the joy and the love that they get every single day from the people who come here, because they are there to heal just as much as the women behind the counter. And this means an awful lot. Thank you so much. Can't wait to display it at the front counter, and we just appreciate your support so much. Thank you. My name is Hal Cato, and I'm here tonight representing the Cafe at Thistle Farms. Cafe at Thistle Farms is a restaurant here in Nashville that employs women survivors of trafficking, prostitution, and addiction. Gives them a second chance at life. Well, I've been involved in the nonprofit sector for almost 29 years now. It's just a calling I have, but I joined Thistle Farms about 4 years ago as their CEO. And it was after meeting a few of the women survivors and realizing that they didn't know any men who really cared about them and who didn't just see them as a commodity to be bought and sold. And that was when I decided I was going to step into this role. You know, every single day feels like a prize a little bit for me because I love my job so much. But it is nice when the community recognizes that you're doing something unique and different and it deserves to be honored. So it's a nice thing. We don't do it for the awards, but it's nice when they come.
Thank you. Congratulations. Our second presenter tonight, Juan Camilo Torres. He is here on behalf of last year's winner for this award, Conexión Américas.
Last year for our Supper United efforts that we did by bringing the community together of different faiths and different organizations from across the city. And it really created a lot of great conversation about community building and development and ensuring that we continue to do the work of creating and maintaining Nashville as a welcoming city for everyone. And so we're also very excited to present this award to our partner and our neighbor, the Tennessee Immigrant Rights Coalition. And so for their work with their international crawl, which is delicious, and it has really opened a lot of opportunities for people to know Nolensville Pike and all the cultural diversity that we have here.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Harris. I'm one of the co-executive directors at Turk. Thank you so much for this incredible honor that we're excited to get from our friends here this evening and receive from the past recipients at Conexión Américas. Our international food crawl happens every year on Labor Day weekend. If you haven't joined us, we would love to have you. It brings together 1,000 people to explore the amazing restaurants and small businesses that are all over South Nashville, and 60 different business owners sort of put their food on display and share their culture with everyone. So we'd love to see you join us one year. Thank you.
My name is Lindsay Harris, and I am with the Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition, Turk. So we host the International Food Crawl. It is an incredible event that happens once a year where we bring together immigrant-owned businesses and restaurants and invite them to open up their doors to the broader Nashville community. So more than 1,000 participants every year get to go through and try different cuisines, get to know different restaurants and businesses that might not otherwise have the opportunity to stop by and visit. And it works out really well because restaurant owners then have a new sort of customer base who knows how to find them and feels like they have a relationship with them. So it's a great event. It's incredible to get this recognition. I think it's an honor to really celebrate the contributions of immigrant entrepreneurs here in the city, and their contributions to the culinary scene especially is incredibly meaningful because we know that that these immigrant chefs contribute so much to our community. So to get this award for this event is really special. It's something we want to dedicate to them and share it with all of them.
Oh, actually, to Luke Quinn, I'm so sorry. I had the wrong slide. Representative of the Nashville Food Project.
It would be fun to be Jennifer Justice. One of our former employees, Ann Sale, won this amazing honor last year, and so I am here on behalf of the Nashville Food Project to honor another employee of the Nashville Food Project, Tallahassee May, whose spirit looms large. So I just have a brief reflection on my friend Tally, who is a hard worker, truth teller, justice seeker, community builder, veggie slinger, poverty disruptor, clairvoyant healer, belly laugher, soil whisperer, bouquet maker, storyteller, wise teacher, and mentor to many. Tally, you are aglow with a deep sense of your purpose on this earth, with your hands in this earth. Your work and presence are gifts to Nashville, especially those historically excluded and socially displaced, refugees, immigrants, women, and yes, farmers. So please come and accept this award.
I got on the email that said, don't have to say anything. Thank you all. Thanks for everybody that supported me. I definitely feel like with such a act such as farming or other work that's kind of working on the fringes, as much community around that you can have helps get through the hard times. So I appreciate all the support, and to my husband and my son who've been there with me every step of the way. So thank you.
My name is Tallahassee May. I'm a farmer. My farm is Turnbull Creek Farm. I also work with the Nashville Food Project as their garden manager for their Growing Together program. So the Nashville Food Project works with food issues around food security and food justice all throughout Nashville. They provide meals to underserved communities. And we also manage community gardens throughout Nashville. And the program specifically that I work with is called Growing Together, and it works with new Americans who arrived to this country as refugees, mostly from Bhutan and Burma. And they had agrarian backgrounds, and but once they moved to this country, obviously lost access to land. They have barriers such as language, they don't have transportation, some of them are not literate. So through the Growing Together program, we provide access to land, access to markets, and I basically just facilitate the growing space. There's 7 families that work on the property, and I just help support them in their process of farming and getting their goods to market all throughout Nashville. Well, I have been a farmer just on my own, farming organic vegetables for 15 years. Outside of Nashville, so I've been a part of this community as it's grown, and seen, through trying to deliver my produce throughout Nashville, just seeing issues around inequality around access to food, and I think also not only access to food, but also to resources that enable people to grow food and access to land. So I've been witness to that inequality and that rise in inequality in the Nashville area for many years. And then with the life change, moving over to the Food Project, which is just an organization that I've loved and admired for many years. They had an opening with this program, working specifically with this new American population, and it just spoke to me as kind of a next way to be involved and do something outside of farming a little bit. It actually feels really nice. I was surprised because I think so much of my work feels very behind the scenes. When I go to most of the restaurants, I go through the back door to deliver. And certainly working with new American farmers, it's a very invisible population. So it does feel nice to be seen, which I think is an important lesson for like everybody. Everybody wants to be seen, so feels good.
Last but not least, our fourth presenter for the Patty Mint Award, Maria Paola Zapata. Please join us on behalf of last year's winner, which was Conexión Américas. Mesa Comal.
It's an honor to be here today. So we won last year's awards for our efforts with Mesa Colmar, which is our commercial kitchen that allows right now up to 25 food entrepreneurs to remove the upfront cost of creating their business and to be able to work together in a commercial kitchen to talk, cook, and learn from each other. It's an honor to be here to present this award to Luisa Shafia this year.
Yes, I was also told not to prepare a speech. So I'm a little pissed. No, not really. Thank you so much for this award. This is such a beautiful surprise. I just want to say to Turk, who nominated me for this award, thank you for giving me a place to serve, a greater cause to be part of my life every day, and a place to really channel my efforts and my desires to kind of contribute to our national dialogue on immigration and refugees in a really positive way. I thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. And also thank you to the people that do Dirty Pages. Erin, I'm just so delighted to be included in that project and to show off my pound cake from my dear, dear Nana, Mrs. Dugan. It's an honor to share that with all of you. So thank you.
My name is Luisa Shafia, and I'm with Turk, the Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition. So we advocate for immigrants and refugees, and we also have a voter turnout efforts to help elect politicians that are immigrant and refugee friendly. Well, I first called Turk in 2017 when the whole Muslim ban thing was happening. My dad is from Iran. He was raised Muslim. I have all different kinds of family here from my dad's side that have different statuses as, visa holders or naturalized citizens or students. And the ban affects my own family. And I really wanted to find a way to contribute to the national dialogue on immigration in a positive way. And so I called up Turk and I asked them if we could hold some Persian dinners that would be fundraisers for their nonprofits. And they said, sure. And we started out with a couple of dinners and they were just hits. They sold right out. Not only did people love the food, but people really loved the chance to get together and kind of address these issues in a really friendly kind of atmosphere. And it just took off from there, and we have partnered on countless events around immigrant food since then. And I finally actually got a title with Turk of culinary liaison. So it's really been a wonderful partnership. I am so happy to get this award tonight. I feel really gratified, and it's a really nice opportunity for me to kind of think about what they've given me, which is a real purpose and a real way to serve a greater cause. And I'm so thankful for that.
Thank you all. Thank you and congratulations to all of our recipients tonight. And thank you for coming out to celebrate Phila. I hope you stick around. We have Clark Beckham coming up in just a minute, but I hope y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Well, thank you, but I wish you were there. Because the first night I did that, do you know how much money I made singing that song for 4 hours? You almost said it exactly. What'd you say? $2.14. 4 hours! 4 hours of playing. $2.14. That's how much I made. And then I learned, because a homeless, this is not a lie, this is absolutely the truth. A homeless man came up to me and said, he's kind of looking at me all weird, big guy. He goes, boy, You can't be playing these sissy songs out here on the street. I said, come on, man, it's Al Green. Now, okay, here I am in my career. Now I'm getting heckled by a homeless man after not making any money singing on the street. That's where I live today. I'm like, okay, great. So he said, give me the guitar, I'll show you how it's done. So I was like, I don't know why, but I gave him the guitar. I was like, all right, man, sure. I can't really fall farther than I am right now. So let's see you try, bud. His name was Cowboy, by the way. That's what he told me anyway. And he got the guitar, he got real excited, and he found somebody walking down the street, and he looked at her, and he goes, hey, darling, you like Tim McGraw? Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Which is not a Tim McGraw song, by the way. I knew that because the next person that would come down his path, he would say, hey, girl, you like Jason Aldean? Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. It just didn't matter who. He just kept singing that song, and he made about $20. About $20 in about 20 minutes. You don't have to do the math to figure out that was he was doing better than me. And he turned to me and said, listen, you just gotta be loud. You can't be doing this soft sissy stuff, which is totally not sissy stuff. But he's like, you can't be doing this soft stuff. You have to be loud. You have to be loud. So I changed my song that I would sing, and I started singing this song, and I started doing a lot better. I know